What's going on, guys? It's me again. Today I got overhead press, shoulders, and arms. Thinking about doing a voiceover over all the training instead of music, but we'll see. I'm trying to get this upper body footage in for you guys, include some of the warm up, but maybe not all of it. And yeah, let's get after it. Just took my pre-workout, so hope you guys enjoy. All right, so I guess it's good that I'm doing a voiceover so I can kind of explain some of the stuff that I do. Here I'm just warming up my lats. I'm doing, my main movement's going to be strict overhead press. So with a lot of pressing movements, I like to warm up my back and my rear delts, doing a lot of that, making sure I'm comfortable with external rotation, and yeah, just warming everything up because I'm not that young anymore, so it's pretty easy for me to hurt myself if I don't get, if I'm not getting my muscles warm for these movements. So just doing some back here. Here you can kind of see my garage setup. As you can see, like in front of me, I have the mirror, so that's been one thing that's helped me a lot. And a lot of people ask me, hey, how do you know if your form is good, or if you're gonna hurt yourself, or all those types of questions? And that's my answer. I lift in front of a mirror. It's not always like the most optimal in terms of maybe concentration and putting up the most weight, because sometimes you just need to put your head down. Sometimes in those moments you got like a shit ton of weight on your back, or you're trying to go overhead with some crazy ass weight. The last thing you want to see is you in the mirror checking your form. But for me, since I'm not doing anything too crazy, I have that mirror, and it's been helping me stay away or stay injury free. So, and here's a few of my warm-up sets here. I normally like starting off with a bar, and also you can see that my roof is really low down in my basement. So I actually cannot put anything over 25s on the end of the bar without hitting the roof. If I do put the 25s on, it will hit. Actually, there's a chance that it could hit the roof, especially if I'm doing movements like push press, jerks, anything like that. So I'm kind of limited in my pressing. I used to sit down and do my pressing from there, but ever since I discovered this method of being able to load the bar while standing up, I'm probably gonna progress this, but we'll see. Plus, it trains the stability factor in the shoulders and in the whole upper body. If you hang the weight down like that as you're pressing up, you feel that weight shaking, and you got to engage your core and your entire body to keep that bar from whipping around. So this is a good one. I'm not sure if this will be a mainstay, because I actually did order a Viking press online, so I want to start incorporating that into my overhead pressing days. Here I have 155, so that one actually moved easier than the 135. I think I stabilized and focused a little bit better. And that's kind of all it is. When the weight gets heavy, it's all about your focus, especially if you warmed up enough. You should be able to prime your system into lifting heavier weights. And here I have the Scott's press, but at the bottom I'm kind of doing like a hybrid Arnold press with this. And the key with these is to keep your elbows bent and try not to extend with your triceps at the top, and kind of have that circle motion going. And this is a killer on the shoulders. It's been helping me a lot with my shoulder strength and shoulder development. So this is a movement I really recommend. And you can see in some of these clips that I will add the fat grips on there, because adding fat grips to any movement, first of all, works your forearms a little more, works your grip a little more, therefore making the entire movement a little harder. So I'm working with the 45-pound dumbbells here. Those are the heaviest dumbbells I have at the moment. So I do work out at a gym, and it's like 20 minutes away, but when you have some weights at home, it makes everything a lot easier. I just have to kind of increase, my array of equipment, but that's going to come over time. For right now, everything here is getting the job done. I just got to really focus more on the diet because for a lot of reasons I gained a lot of weight in the past year and a half, coronavirus being one of the main reasons. So I've been trying to actually just maintain the muscle I had before this and go on some type of cut. And I'm not too experienced with cutting, but this is the heaviest I've ever been. So I would like to, improve my body composition a little bit while maintaining / increasing my strength. And that sounds crazy to say, but I think it's possible. And it just takes a lot of commitment and hard work. So here you see me doing pull-ups. These are actually, I'm really satisfied with my pull-ups now, because another reason I gained a lot of weight was because I sustained a pretty bad shoulder injury. And my shoulder's been healing up. I've been doing a lot of prehab work. And here you can show pull-ups. I used to not be able to do pull-ups at all after the shoulder injury happened, but just the fact that I'm able to hammer out, sets of 5 with the pull-ups, that's a huge jump for me. I'm kind of a bigger guy too, so, it's harder for us bigger guys to pull your body weight up at all. So I'm just really happy with that, and I'm just trying to get stronger. This set, I supersetted my pull-ups with banded lat pull-downs here. And I didn't think that, this voiceover would go so fast, but these clips aren't very long, so I'm just trying to get my 2 cents in. And here I think I have some R&T work with a band trying to pull me forward and down. Managed to close to 3 reps with that. And then, after my press and do my pull-up work, which is like kind of a mainstay in my other upper body day besides bench, I like to do a lot of arms. You see me here, I've got the cable set up, and I'm doing some push downs, and I'm actually using an old pillowcase there, so you can improvise. It's one of the things you have to do when you're at a home gym. Supersetting these with some bicep curls just to get a nice pump going. My biceps are actually people tell me I have huge arms, but they're actually pretty weak. These are 25s here. They're not bad, but after all the pull-up work and all the shoulder work, my whole body is just fatigued. So these 25s are definitely enough, especially if I'm cutting out the momentum by leaning against an object there. And I'm just kind of rotating my wrists and going hammer grip on the way down, just because I watched a clip from Garage Strength about building big arms, and there's a guy, Charles Poliquin, that they mentioned that would do their curls doing that, and it actually felt really good. So what else to talk about? This is my second video, and hopefully I can get all my workouts in. I'm still getting, I'm still in the process of becoming comfortable with filming myself, and during this whole time I'm not listening to music. I don't have my headphones in, and that would, I guess the next step maybe would be to have somebody film me so I could listen to music and put up maybe more hardcore weights, relative to my own strength, but that really doesn't matter to me. Improvement is the goal for me. I keep an intense mindset at all times, and I take my training very seriously. So no matter what the weight is, I'm gonna give it my 100% every workout, no matter what, if I'm injured or not. Here, so you see here, I put the fat grips on. I think this was my last set. All my accessory work, by the way, is usually 3 sets of about 10 and 12, unless the weight's super heavy. But I usually don't go super heavy with accessory work. And here you see I'm doing the lateral raises. I do these from different angles. So I had the pinky out, then the traditional way, like a neutral grip. And then I think after this, I'll do them with thumbs out. And it was hard for me to feel this movement a lot in the past, but I think I finally got, a good form for me that allows me to feel my lateral delts throughout the whole movement. And so this is pretty cool. I follow this page on Instagram called Landmine University, and they have a bunch of cool movements. I love the landmine. I love doing landmine exercises, and I just found a whole different, different arsenal of exercises I can use to stay athletic, to stay strong and powerful, because I'm actually used to Olympic lifting. I love doing snatches and jerks, but I haven't been really doing a lot of Olympic lifting ever since my shoulder injury, and I think I lost a little bit of that mobility, but I'm still working on it, and I would love to, continue that in the future. And then usually near the end of my workouts, I love doing abs because, who doesn't like doing abs? I think abs can be trained every day, in some aspect. I worked a little bit of stability and strength here with the kettlebell pull-throughs. I'm making sure I'm trying to stay hollow and keeping my core engaged the whole time. And these were getting me out of breath, as you can see, but damn, I'm a thick boy. Just looking at myself. I'm trying to get down. I'm trying to lose like around 10 to 15 pounds, and I just got to get my diet right, that's all. And I'm supersetting these with some knee raises, making sure that I'm keeping my scapula retracted the whole time, because if you just relax your arms, that's actually a pretty bad position for your shoulders. So I'm trying to engage my scaps here. And then after lifting, got cardio with my dog, getting my steps in, and that's it, guys.